Hi folks, Stevie here. So it's the first island trip of 2023. I've picked a nice easy one to start the year off. I'm going to Great Cumbrae. The ferry crosses from Largs every 15 to 30 minutes, depending on the time of year. It's a quick 10-minute crossing, which costs just over £10 return for a biking rider. You don't need to book, it's a turn up and go service. Now locally, most people just call the island Millport, but Millport is a settlement at the bottom of the island. So the island is 2.5 miles long and just over a mile wide. It sits in the Firth of Clyde, sheltered between the Isle of Bute and the Ayrshire coast. It's home to about 1,300 people, and the main industries is farming, tourism and marine research. Oh, I've got to pull in here and show you this. It's called the Indian Rock. The cliff was originally painted with a red triangle as a marker for sailors coming into a nearby jetty. But in 1920, a local man called Fernandy painted the face around it for a bit of fun. The local Burns Club keeps it in good condition, along with various other attractions on the island. Right, time to get back on the bike and head down the coastline. Millport's a lovely wee town that still has lots to offer today's day tripper. It's a place that the people of the west coast of Scotland hold with great affection from the days when we had fewer choices. It was in its heydays in the 1950s and 60s when folk from Glasgow would flock to the island for a week's holiday. I've been visiting Millport since I was a kid, but I was only doing a little research for this film did I realise that it's home to Britain's smallest cathedral. The Cathedral of the Isles is open to visitors daily and there's no charge for admission. It's well worth a visit to absorb the detail on this 1849 William Butterfield building. No island is complete without a distillery. The Isle of Cumbrae Distillers has an interesting story being created by 5 local women in only the last few years. It offers tastings and distillery tours right on the high street. And of course, there's the world famous Crocodile Rock that scared the Waynes for over 100 years. The story goes that it was first painted by a local artist, Robert Brown, in 1913. It doesn't say what type of artist he was, but the inspiration came late one night when he was leaving the tavern pub, so I think we can take a guess. It's a local institution. Even today, no family holiday would be complete without a photo of the kids up on it. And there's plenty of choices for eating out. One of the nicest places for dinner is the Round Island Cafe, but it's worthwhile booking in advance as it's generally always busy. The Ritz Cafe looks a bit tired from the outside, but inside it's a 1950s time capsule and it does a fantastic cooked breakfast. I always try to support the local businesses when I'm on my travels, but it was slim pickings trying to find some barbecue supplies. There's an off-licence, discreetly disguised as a newsagent and stationers. There's a little hardware store, Dalton's, where you can buy firewood, but the only grocery store open had very little to offer. At only 4 o'clock in the afternoon it was looking hit or miss whether I was going to be able to rustle up some decent grub, so I resorted to having a chippy before heading back up the coastline and pitching the tent. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoy this sort of thing, please hit the subscribe button to help the channel grow. And if you're enjoying this Scottish Island series, here's one I made about the Isle of Mull.